Hello, Sula here from MistyHilltops.com. Thanks for stopping by. In this video, I want to show you the second part of my summer 2012 mini album, which is a scrapbook album. It is not a typical mini album in the sense that it has interactive parts. It's just 6x6 scrapbook pages that are double page spreads. And you can see it's a little thick, but not as thick as the other album, the first part of it. And you see here for the binding, I did not glue the back, the spine to the binding of the book, because that helps that the pages can open flat in this album. So I'm also not going to go over each of the products that I used in this album. There are process videos for each of the pages that will have more information on what products I used. I used a different digital scrapbook kit for each of the pages, so I don't have remember all the different parts and pieces that I used. So this is the first page, and I'm just going to go over it with some details, but probably not as much. So these are some stamping up stamps and things, and then I made a little paper flag here. And then this is the second page, and as you see, this opens up. It opens up flat, wide open, because the spine can move. So I think this is a very effective way to have an album this way. I make sure that the spine never is glued to the binding. I just have a strip of binding in between the two pages, and so that's how I attach the pages to the album, and it works pretty fine. So there are some dies that I use. So it's a mixture of prints. These are printed from the scrapbook kit. These are dies, and then there's a mixture of all of that going on these pages here. Here's a nice little bunting. It came with a kit. I just cut it from cardstock using the print and cut feature, not the features from the Silhouette studio that comes with it, because I don't find it works as effectively as my own method that I have, and there's a video on it on how I get perfect print and cuts. If I go back, you can see very clearly how nicely it cuts it out where I want it. So anyway, this is the next page. These are actually dies, and then for these dies I created in the Silhouette, I created my own design, and so I think for this ticket as well, and so that keeps it quite fun. I can print it out and then use my dies to cut these things. Here again are mostly parts from the digital scrapbook kit, but then I added and I combined it with dies. And here I just use a striped stamped, and here I use some stars to create that. I find it a little hard to see and to see the letters in there, so I probably won't use that as much anymore. Here the title came with a digital scrapbook kit, and so I just print and cut that part. Some stamped flowers here, more stamped flowers, and then here's a stamped sentiment that I just added to this page instead of a title. Some stamps that I then used one of my little circle dies to cut out. This I just fussy cut by hand. Then here's another page with some die cut pieces. And another page with the title using a die cut alpha there. These are stamps I fussy cut and then just used my colored pencils. Another page. Butterflies are just stamped and then used the coordinating dies to cut them out. And just to show you the back, this is the back binding now, but this is why it lies flat. So I make sure when I put this piece on this album that it folds both ways. It can fold outward, and then it folds in, so that the pages can lie flat. And I think that makes it really nice. A lot of the mini albums I know, the pages will be like this, and that's the most they open. But with this style, it opens flat. Some more die cut flowers that I added. This is a die cut alpha untitled that I created. Here I stamped the title just to give it a little change. Then here are some die cut flowers that I watercolored and then added the little stamen piece inside. And this is the last page. Again, I watercolored these flowers and then just shaped them. They are all the flowers on this page are dies. And this is my album. So this is the back side. Is I kept blank, didn't do anything, and then the front I decorate. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.